Hello, Ja. It's Lupe again, and here is your new Cayman S. We got it all cleaned, prepped, and ready for transport. They said they would be here later today to pick it up. I'll confirm with the driver once he gets here to chat about delivery, whether it's Friday or Monday. But I got both keys here. I got the temp tag on the back for you. You'll have until June 12th of 2026 to get it registered. I would go the week of June 12th to get it registered. So going around the side, I just want to take a moment to show you how everything works. Sometimes getting a new car, we have questions, and I just want to make sure that you're comfortable before you take off. So I like to start off with the front. I want to show you how to get access to the front cargo area. So you can do it with your key. You press the Frunk one, and this one does your back. But you also have a button here along the inside. Let me show you. Here along the driver, this side, this guy will open up the front, and this guy will open up the back. So look at that. It's very simple. Just pull up on those. And let's start off with the front. We'll have a look in here. So to open this, there's a little lever right under here, that little red guy. You want to move it over just like that. Like that. Nothing crazy there. Just move it over. And this gives you access to this area. You can put your luggage, your groceries, or your belongings. You can just put them all in here. That's quite deep. And if you happen to get stuck in your frunk, here's how you get out. That's an emergency release. And on this side, I hope you never need access this left side and this right side. But in here, you have the safety triangle in case you need to put up a reflector. And this has your wheel lock, your tow hook. If you ever need to get it towed, they might need that guy. And this is your tire gel sealant. So in the event that you have a flat tire, I hope you never do, you'll have roadside assistance. But this, you would take that and you'd squeeze it into the tire. There's like a gel, and then there's a compressor right under here. And so to get access to that, you lift up. Same thing with the other one, and that pulls up this entire area right there. It comes out, and there's a little compressor, and you have your battery right there. If you ever need to connect the battery tender, it's under there. Very simple to access. On this right side, you have your washer fluid. So if you ever need to top that off, it's right there. You have a full washer fluid tank right now. But again, I just wanted to go over this area with you. Hopefully, you never need it. This just slides back into place like that. And same thing for this one. Let's see, we'll put this in there. Okay, just like that. And this, we're gonna close it. All right. Over here on this passenger side, I'm just gonna go over the car, and sometimes there's questions about what are those guys? That is your headlight washers. So as you're driving, you pull your windshield wipers to clean. This will spray on the headlight washers and clean those off. It's actually functional. It's pretty neat. Moving over here to this side, these are your proximity sensors. So as you're pulling into your garage, your driveway, and you get a little close to something, they'll start to warn you you're getting close. That beep, beep, beep noise. Clear side marker lights. The previous owner switched those out. Nothing to worry about. They still light up amber. It just changes the appearance. The wheels, these are in great condition. No curb rash on those. The red brake calipers in the background. These are all seasoned tires and lots of tread life on those. Your fuel, whenever you go to fuel up, you press on this backside and that pops it open. Here's your fuel cap, and you just put it in there just like that. You do want to put 93 octane if possible. If not, you can put 91, but I would recommend those higher octanes for your car. Going along this passenger side, this cleaned up really nicely. In the passenger area, let me take a moment to go over this with you. So your cup holders, you press that open. Here's your passenger one. Here's your driver one. And right now they're closed, but what you want to do is you want to open it. You pull this out towards you. You put your drink in there, and then you close it back to snug it up. That's how you would do that. And you can also close this guy, and that'll stay open. Same thing with the passenger one. In the glove box, I have placed this little Porsche Colorado Springs book that we have. I put your owner's manual with your temporary registration in here. If you need that, that's in there. There's a quick start guide in here. That's really good to review. And this, so just put it back in place. I put 2 shirts in here for you, one for you and one for your father. And all right, let's close this up. All right, look in here at the passenger area. So you can get access to this rear area. And you have 2 little cubby areas. You got one here, and there's one over there on the driver's side as well. If you open these up, you can put like a microfiber or something up in there. Let me know what you end up putting up in there. So here, in this area, your seat, your controls, you got this guy does your leg extender. That's this guy. Taller people tend to enjoy that. It just goes in and out. This goes up, down, forward, and back. That's your seat bottom. This one's for your seat back like normal. And this one is your lumbar support. So if you need some support for your middle back, you do that right there. Okay. All right. When you go to close your car door, you may already know this, but they don't have a frame. These windows, they don't have a frame around the outside. That's all glass. So service says don't close it from here. Don't grab it here and then close it. That's not good. You may take the window off track. What you want to do is close it from the door. You can grab here or the handle. I like to drive from the handle and just push all the way through. That's how you do that. Moving on towards the back. Nothing crazy over here. Let's talk about this guy. You got a little wing that will come up when you're at 40 some miles an hour. That will come up, or you can press the button on the inside to clean underneath of it. Look, so let me turn it on so that comes on, and here is that button. So press, and I'm holding. Okay, and there's a little audible tone. You'll know when it's stopped. So here's what that looks like. Your wing is now up. Look at that. And you can clean underneath of there. Again, it does come up when you're traveling at those higher speeds. And then your cargo room area. Look at that. You can put your belongings in here as well. So I've seen some people get like a straps or like a net, and they can tie their items there. If you ever need to top off your oil or your coolant, I would say bring it by, but you're a couple of states away. Here is your oil, and on this right side is your coolant. You can likely take it to your local Porsche center and they'll top it off for you. But that's how you access those. Wanted to point that out. And then your back. You just grab on there. There's like a little grab handle. You can reach inside to pull it down, and then you just let it close. All right. More proximity sensors along the back. That's just like the ones in the front. When you're pulling into your garage, it'll start to beep to let you know you're getting a little too close. All right. And then let's look here along the driver door panel. You do have your memory seats. So once you're sitting in your seat, once you've made your seat adjustments, and once you've made your mirror adjustments, proceed to setting these. You want to click on set and then release it, press, and you'll hear a little confirmation beep, just letting you know memory, and it actually tells you on that screen over there, memory settings saved. Okay. Your mirrors, they're super simple. Driver mirror, passenger mirror, and you'll toggle the window switches. You do have a little cubby area right here. That's always neat. Most people don't know about that one, but this part and on the passenger side, they come out. All right, here, moving on to the inside, you got your light switch. Nothing crazy. You just leave it on auto, and then you don't have to worry about it. You do have the off setting, your parking lights, and your headlights. You do have some rear fog lights that you can access as well. So you have to be in the on setting, and then you pull out on that, and it brings up your rear fog lights. So think about it. You're driving in inclement weather, right? You want to see, but you also want to be seen, and that's what that does. It brings up that little light on there so other people approaching you from behind can see you. So if you just leave it on auto, you don't have to worry about it. Your trip reset, that's right here, 105.07 at the moment. Your light switch like normal. You have your cruise control right here. And then let me hop inside so I can go over more along the inside. Okay, so cruise control, I was saying over here, if you turn that on, so you gotta press the outside button, that guy. And that brings up those 3 little dots down there. That means it is now on. It's not set, it's on. To set it, you do have to press forward on that, or pull back, off, and up to resume. You got some more indicators on the top of that. Your lights, as I was saying, your headlights are like normal, pushed for high beam, pull for the flash. And over here on this right side, you have your wipers. Right now, we are currently sitting in the off setting. If you go down, it's one single wipe. If you go up, you're now in intermittent. Then there's low and high. If you want to access the auto wipers, that lies within this intermittent switch right there. So you would bump it up 1 click, and now you're in auto. It's in there. Just make sure you cut it back down to off when you go through the car wash. And this is just a timer for your off. And here's those headlight washers that I was mentioning. This guy down here, this lower stock, that is for this guy right there. That digital screen that you see can be changed by this guy. If you go up, you go to this G-force meter right there. You go up again. Now we're at the chrono setting. Go up again, TPMS. That's measured when you're going over 15 miles an hour. And then keep going. There's your trip information, your Bluetooth, and you're back to your vehicle. So there's actually you can go in here and change the settings. If you push forward, look at that. There's a setting within that vehicle screen. If you go down, we're in the Bluetooth, this trip screen. If you push forward again, there's a menu within that. So that's trip 1, trip 2, and then there's a reset. Let's go ahead and reset that. I'm gonna reset all of them for you, okay? Now everything's at 0, but all of these screens have a menu that you can go into, like that one right there. That was your tire pressure. I just pushed forward and went into the menu, okay? Sport chrono on this car is quite awesome. So you obviously get the stopwatch, the chronograph. That's currently a watch. You have a seconds timer on there as well. But what that really is a stopwatch. And you can go into the chrono setting in here. Where was that? Right there. And you can start it. That begins your lap timer. You also get launch control. And you get this drive mode selector right here at your fingertips. So as you're driving and you're feeling a little more spirited, you just switch it over. You go over to Sport, go over to Sport Plus, or there's an individual mode you can customize, which is pretty neat. You can adjust the settings in there. And the center button, I briefly touched on that. So you press it, and that starts a 20-second sport response timer. So imagine you're emerging onto the highway. Imagine you needing to pass somebody that's in front of you. You press the button and you're signaling, you're telling the car, I need some power, I'm about to step on it. So what it does is it downshifts and it goes into overboost, and it gives you everything that it has for those 20 seconds. It's pretty cool. I call it a fun button on that. Over here on towards the center area, so we have your tuner. If you want to listen to your radio stations, that comes up right away. If you want to go to Sirius, you go into Sirius, or your Bluetooth. That's where your phone, you can stream Spotify or Pandora, whatever media service you have. So back to the home screen, I pressed the home button right there. You got your media. You can go in here. This is where you connect your phone. Connect device and just go through those steps. It's searching for a new device, so it'll be looking for your phone and just go through that. It's pretty simple on this. Sound. You can go in here and you can adjust your bass, the treble, or these features right there. That's all under this sound icon right there. Your car. This is where you go to see your trip information on there. I believe that's trip 2, trip 1, overall. This tells you the outside temperature, the range, the miles till empty. Under assist, this brings up your park assist. That's your backup camera. That's what it'll look like when you're backing up. And then into set, you can go in here and customize your vehicle settings, configure the time and data, time and date on that. That's all under there. If you don't want to touch the screen, you can navigate with this guy. You can go into there, click into that. You can go back. Under here, if you have SD cards, you can input some media into the car. You can upload into the jukebox, is what they call it. Your tuner, your source, these are all shortcuts down here. It's just like what you see there, but you have it down there. Your climate control down here, it's pretty simple. You can hit auto, press and hold. It'll sync the driver with the passenger. You got your heated seats, and you can direct where you want the airflow. Let's say you just want it on your feet. You press that guy. Your defroster, rear defroster, and your air recirculation is all right there. Your gear selector, when you go to put it in gear, you got to press down on that, and you can pull down to reverse, neutral, or drive. And if you're feeling up for it, you can bump it over to the manual mode. Here in the center is where you're going to find your lock and unlock button right here. Your hazards, I hope you don't need them, but they're there. Your traction control, if you're feeling like doing donuts or something silly, you got access to that. And here's the button for the rear wing. To retract it, you gotta press and hold, and then the light goes off. Your sport exhaust system and the stop start. So if when you come to a stoplight or a stop sign, the car is going to cut off when it's met the criteria. If you don't want it to cut off, you're one click away. And also, if you have it in the sport mode, it will not cut off either. Okay? And under here, under the armrest, you have let's go a little cubby area, your power outlet right there. And you do have a USB port right over here. Oh, that beeping happened because that guy walked in front. But there is a USB port right behind that shirt, okay? Congratulations, Ja. I really hope this video helps. If you have any questions throughout your ownership, I'm here for you. Feel free to give me a call at 719-761-7550. Bye-bye.